you want to paint a beach with me? Let's do it. Cool. All right, so we're gonna take our dark blue and draw a line right in the middle or a little bit above the middle. Great job. And then we're gonna wash our brush. You can use a different brush if you want. Okay, gonna add some of that gold onto our brush. Oopsie. And another third way down, we're gonna draw a line. That's where our sand is gonna be. Okay. I should change my water. Then we're gonna go in with a lighter color. Just slightly, really softly drag your brush. And try not to hit the yellow yet, or the gold yet, because they'll blend and make green, and we don't want green there. We can even go up to the darker blue and kind of pull some of it down. Blend it there, that's totally fine. Okay, and then we're gonna dip our brush, pat off some extra water there, and just lightly coat the top. Just real soft strokes. Just enjoy it, have fun. It's okay if you hit a little bit of the ocean line, pull it up, that's okay. All right, I'm gonna go change my water, 1 minute. Okay, I have clean water. So I'm just gonna take that gold again and bring it down. Oh, it looks like I still have a little bit of green on my brush. Oh, that's okay. Real easy lines, nothing too hard. Okay, perfect. Now, it's good to leave a little bit of white between, but if you didn't, that's okay. Just you're gonna go in with your white and just kind of like do little dots for now. And then above that dot, you're just gonna make quick little pokes, like you're poking it out with the side of your brush. You don't want to go straight in like that, because that will actually damage the bristles on your brush. So just go little poke, 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 poke. So then you have those dots you already started, and we're just gonna go poke, 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 poke some more, and kind of like frill them up a little as you go. And then frill them down a little. To the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. Okay, perfect. Then we're gonna wash our brush. I like to reuse things a lot, so like I'll use an old McDonald's cup. Okay, now we're gonna take our brush and go with the dark blue just a little bit. Make sure your brush isn't too wet so you can blot it out. And I am just gonna make little like wide U's, like little happy U's. Very nice. I'm not gonna put any more paint on my brush. I'm just gonna blot it out. Okay, so you have a towel or something next to you, or a napkin, or anything you got. Just blot it out, and then once you have a little bit more dry of a brush, you come back to these little U's, and you just pull them straight, make them go up and down, kind of give it like some curvature here, just like have fun, like a little wavy, because nothing's absolutely straight in nature. Everything's a little wavy or curved, or maybe some things are, but I mean, nature is pretty amazing. Super amazing. Just like happy little swirls. Swirly swirlies. Okay. We'll let that dry. Let's touch down there. It feels pretty dry there. So we're gonna wash our brush again. You might need to get more water. Okay. Dry our brush. And we're gonna come in here with this yellow. Okay, with your yellow paint. You're gonna just do little lines. Just like not with the point, just right on the side. Or if you do a point, just don't press hard on it. Just like real lightly. Very nice. Okay, and then let's just feel. Still a little wet there. So we can just wait for that. And if, you know, as we have this yellow, we can, on the parts that aren't wet, just kind of put a little bit yellow, tiny little spots where it's not wet. Because the sun does peek through the clouds. Okay. Once it dries a little more, we can get some white paint again. And we're just gonna dot it all around the front. And if it's not dry, it'll start to smudge. I think mine isn't all the way dry because see, it's kind of smudging. We'll just let it dry. And we can go up to the clouds here. We can add some baby blue, good blue. We can make little clouds look a little more like clouds. Okay, and underneath the clouds, we're gonna just smear that paint around. We don't want to do too much. Okay, perfect. So I let it dry. It's still not 100%, but I think it's good enough. I'm gonna come in with a different brush. This one is flat. And that is easier because you're not like, have to be so careful about the bristles, and they give a good texture, like a rough texture here. So I'm gonna use my white, and then with this one, you can just go ahead and push it. Don't push it real good. And this is all of the waves crashing, you know, it gets all white after it crashes the water. It's white and bubbly. And it's not to get straight because it's not really straight when you go to the beach. So we can come down a little here. And I'm gonna add my darker blue, just a very, very little bit, very little. Just very little and just very lightly. Just don't go rough, just touch, 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 like just very soft. Oh, very good, good job. All right, let's go back to those clouds. I'm gonna use this brush again and go back to my white. I'm gonna show you my white here. And I'm just, oh, I got black on it. Uh-oh. That's okay. You know why? Because we're artists. We're not gonna stress. We're gonna take that black and white. We're gonna make that gray. Let's just make it. Let's see what happens. Okay. And then we're actually just gonna use that to top the ocean. That's fine. There you go. Now we got some more depth. And with that gray, we're just gonna use that to be the bottom of the clouds now. Things happen. You do not have to do this with the gray, but since I got gray on my canvas, we are gonna roll with it. We do not get mad about accidents or about mistakes or new surprises. We just go with it. Okay, I actually like it. I think it's turned out good. We're gonna wash our brush. We're gonna dry it. Okay, and then we're gonna, this time actually use the white, not the gray. Let me check. Okay, that's white, okay. And we are gonna now go on above the gray and make those clouds. Happy clouds. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Sometimes clouds seem sad, you know? But sometimes they seem happy. It's funny how color has such a emotion to it. And then you can kind of drag it into that gray and swoop, 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 swoop. And just a little bit of swooping on top. Just like a little, because the sun's up there, so it's gonna show, the sun's gonna show through there, and it's gonna be lighter, and underneath is where the shadow is. So you can do a little bit on top. I would do that with a pointy spot, just little bits, little bits. Ooh, it's looking pretty. Okay, I'm liking it. Gonna get my paintbrush wet again. And then I'm just gonna, with the wet paintbrush, I'm just gonna go over this top. And I'm gonna add a little bit of white on it. Just kind of go through it again. Okay, very nice. I'm gonna take this brush. Remember this one? This one's the pokey one, the flat one. If you notice, I get very messy when I'm painting. You may not be like that. You may be a very neat painter. My sister, she's a very neat painter. I am not a neat painter. Everyone does, you know, their thing. So now we're gonna go in with that lighter blue, just a tiny little dab, just a little bit. Tiny, 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 tiny. Okay, and we're gonna just dab again. Just up and down, up and down, up and down, around, 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 just little dabs. And then we're gonna take that same brush and we're gonna, oops, pull it through. Okay, then we're gonna take the dark blue, just little, and do some dots there, right? And then we're gonna put a line through those dots. Those dots aren't safe from this brush. So now this is making the water look like it's separate far away. It's coming in and then it's becoming part of the shore. So get that brush a little bit wet, just a smidge wet. And just add a little bit of lines coming. Just a little bit of lines, blending it. Good. And then a little bit of line, just tiny bit there. Very nice, very nice. Very nice. And if you want to, you could add a little bit of green. I'm just gonna put a little bit of green right here. Take your pointy brush or whatever brush you have. If you have a pointy brush, that's great. If not, that's okay too. And over here, just to give it a little bit more perspective. Remember, perspective is when things go far away, they get a little more blurry. Things are closer up, they're bigger. The same thing as the theory of relativity. When things are closer, they are bigger. Like when things are farther away, they're smaller. So if you want to add some little mounds here of grass, just to give it a little more depth and more perspective over what's close, I just kind of do like almost little triangles, and they don't have to be perfect because this is not a hyper-realistic painting. So it does not have to be perfection. Just little lines, really soft with my brush. And it's pretty dry. I'm not adding a lot of water right now. And what that does, that gives it more of like a rough texture. When you add a lot of water, it smooths it out. When you add a rough texture, it makes it look like grass is actually growing. And we're more detailed. At the bottom of the mound is going to be darker, and as it goes up, it gets lighter because that's where the sun would be hitting it. If you look at a plant or a hill or basically anything, oh, I'm shaking the camera, underneath is going to be darker and up top's lighter. That's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. Okay, sorry. Okay, and I'm gonna grab some of that gold here and put a tiny bit of gold just on the top, just to give it that extra highlight. Okay, perfect. And then this spot right here is gonna have a shadow because of the little grass mound. So I'm gonna wash my brush off. I should get more water. That is very dirty water, so I'm gonna dry it off really good. Okay. And then this gold, I am gonna make it darker by adding a heavier amount of gold. You could even add a tiny bit of red to make it a little orangey. I guess I'll do that. Ooh, see that pretty color? And then I'm just a little bit adding some shadow. See, like, dang, that makes a difference, huh? Just a little bit of shadow of that little hill. And then I'm gonna take this brush and make sure it's dry and just drag it. Well, I guess I'll add some water to it, it's fine. And what's cool too, if you ever mess up, you just add water to it and then you drag it off with the brush. All right, lovely, lovely, lovely. With this same brush, I am just gonna add more white here to my little beautiful shoreline here. Okay, and there you have it. All right, thank you so much for doing this with me. I hope you had fun, and just relaxed, enjoyed yourself, and didn't take it too seriously. That way you are having fun while you're being creative, and your stress and anxiety is not crippling your artistic abilities. You got this. Thanks for watching.